everybody. Welcome to the Francois Podcast.
Yo, to all our listeners and supporters, what's happening, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How you living? And we appreciate y'all for coming back episode after episode, hearing our insight, our content. Definitely greatly appreciate it. And, yo, we love y'all, man. Like, for real. Like, I'm talking like for real, for real. No. I mean, like, for real, for real, for real.
And if you
I'm saying, like, for real, though.
Stop cutting me off.
All right, my bad.
Okay. And if you
but
don't
like,
know...
for real, though.
I'm so sick of you.
All right, my bad. Go ahead.
If you don't know who we are Sebastien and Claushelle.
How y'all not know us?
There's some people who don't know us.
Nah, man, get in tune, baby. We on Spotify now. We on Audio Mac, baby. We on, what else? Apple Podcast. Hold up. Get in tune. What else? There's more.
Stay humble, babe.
There's
Sit down,
Anchor.
Be humble.
SoundCloud. I mean, we out here, man. We got
We
all
are
of
out
these
here.
channels.
Please.
All these streaming platforms for y'all
Follow.
to check us out, man. We officially up on all of these. We up and running.
Yes.
Go run them stream numbers up. I need my Spotify numbers to look crazy next year. I'm talking crazy.
That's a good goal. I really appreciate that. I'm on your wavelength right now.
You on my wave?
Yes.
Hop, stay on it.
I'm very, very
I got the
appreciative
surfboard.
of that.
There's room for two.
Say, speaking life.
I'm speaking facts.
You are speaking it.
Yeah, run our numbers up, man. If y'all feeling this, if y'all digging what we talking about, you know what I'm saying? If y'all could, stomach us for an hour. Y'all can stomach us for an hour. Y'all like us, right?
Or so. But anyway.
Or so.
We thank you. How was your day, baby?
Day was cool. Week crazy, man.
Week was crazy.
Show after show.
Yeah, talk to them about that.
Every night, man. Been performing.
I know we promised you guys dates, but it just came up on us, snuck up on us. So
yeah,
now
man,
he's halfway through.
Yeah, my church Christmas concert.
Yeah.
It's been type crazy. The past 3 days, been performing like night after night. I got 3 more nights to go. But yeah, man, it's been a dope experience, man. Packed house, like every single event. And now that I think about it, it's kind of crazy that this might be that was actually my biggest crowd to date, now that I think about it. And even like as a solo act, it's even crazier because I'm used to being on stage with 3 other guys. But no, it's been dope. It's all for the glory, so I'm with it 100%. And it's just a dope experience, man, to be on stage and looking at it, all the people. And I got a lot of love for it, too, from the people that I was performing with to the crowd.
Yep.
I was getting pulled left and right. Yo, it's actually type funny because when I think about it, I mean, I know I'm far from it, but that was the closest thing next to my wedding of being like the center of attention. And I don't know if that's for me.
What?
No, for real, like, because I'm so low key, even though I love performing, like afterwards, like, all right, the last day, like the Friday, like, it was like at least, there was I'm talking hundreds of people there. Like the line was crazy outside the door. And afterwards, I'm leaving. I'm trying to get up out of there. And, people are, pulling me left and right. Yo, that was dope. And I'm really appreciative. Like, thank you, and all that. But then it got to a point when I was like, you know what? My wife's home. It's late. I'm going to get up out of here. So I realized that people really only recognize me because of what I was wearing. I had to wear the same thing every night. So I threw my coat on, I switched my hat, and then nobody said nothing after that.
Quick question for you then. When you get big, you're not going to want all the attention, you're not going to want all the fame?
I'll be honest with you. I'm not in love with attention. I'm not in love with fame. I'm in love with making music, and I'm in love with that music being on a big platform in regards, and that music being able to, like, help people in a way, and also just me speaking my truth publicly.
Yeah.
I always love that. But I don't know, it's kind of crazy. Like that's going to be a challenge. That's going to be a lot to deal with, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
You know what?
But by the way, that wasn't nothing. I'm acting like I wasn't like the center star.
No, you
but still, it was just for me, for how I am. That was a lot of attention.
I think that you will actually get used to it very fast. And I also think that you probably won't be out much. I know that you like to do things and you're very active in your lifestyle today. But I think that you'll be very low key and you won't be out much and you won't be seeing a lot of people much. You'll just be in your own
I don't know. It depends on which route I take. I mean, if I get the, if I'm on, and I gotta perform here, gotta perform there, and I'm getting requested to perform at places like later on down the line, then it's somewhat like inevitable at that point. But I mean, who knows, man? I'm just such a low key guy. Whoever knows me, I'm just I play the corner. I'll just be chilling. But it is what it is. But enough about me. How was your week?
No, not enough. I want to say this one last thing.
All right, what's up?
I came to see you in your show.
Okay.
I was very proud. I was so happy. Like, I just saw you. I've seen your shows before. I've seen, where you've done your performances in venues, but this one was a Christian performance. And I was just so proud. I was just like, this guy is awesome. Like, you were doing it, and it was just like, I was about to say, like, that's my husband. But I didn't do that in the church. So I'm very, very proud, and I thought you did.
That'd have been really funny.
I think you did an awesome job. I think you did really, really awesome. And it was, it was real. It was genuine. It was, I loved it. I loved it. You did great, babe. I can't wait to see, you in the next set of performances.
Yeah. At the big campus. Yeah, it was dope. Shout out to Keziah. She coached me through a lot of that. But yeah.
How did she coach you?
Well, I mean, just in regards to like having your pack in your ears, like the cord that you gotta, like the headphones you gotta put in, and just like kind of like stage presence. I mean, like I got stage presence, but kind of like also how to hold the mic. I realized I've been holding the mic for the wrong way for like 9 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the most rappers like kind of they cuff the ball in the mic and all that,
and they start to spit right in that sponge.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so like. She told me, hold it right here, all that stuff. So she kind of coached me through that, which was pretty dope. Cause she has experience on that stage. She's been performing on that stage for years.
She's a professional.
So shout out to her for helping me out for that. But it's been real dope, and
how does it feel to be in a production and a play?
Different, yo. Mm-hmm. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel important. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I see my picture in the playbill, my bio and all that.
By the way, you looked very, very handsome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So it was it's different for me. It's new territory for me, but I mean, I'm all for showcasing my talents anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, it's just a dope experience. If they want me to do it again, I'll be that guy. I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I'm with it 100%.
Y'all hear that, Christ Church? He said he want to sign up for year 2. So, just want to throw that out there. Speaking life.
Yeah, I cut that shit. No, I'm playing. I'm lying. I'm never. You know what I'm saying? All right, enough about me. I'm done talking about myself.
Enough about me. But guess what, you guys? Guess what's coming up? Guess what's coming up, my love?
Christmas.
Oh, boy.
Oh, our anniversary. My bad.
Yes, our anniversary.
My bad.
Yeah. Our anniversary is coming up, honey.
9 years. What should we do, y'all?
9 years.
Y'all got some ideas for us?
That is exciting. And that'll be a year since the wedding.
Can't believe
it's been a year.
This year ran away. Crazy.
I feel like, it was pretty fast. It was very fast, actually.
It was really fast.
Yeah, so we actually did have something in mind. But if you guys have any ideas, if you guys have any thoughts, suggestions, feel free to comment, let us know. And then we'll, consider them and decide on the best one.
Yeah, hit us with something creative.
Very creative.
Something that y'all think we didn't do.
We pretty much did a lot, though.
Yeah, we did a lot over the past almost decade. But there's a couple of things we didn't do.
Okay, like? I guess it's for the people to decide.
Yeah, we'll let them decide.
The people who know us, and those who don't know us. Please suggest your most creative ideas for us to do on our anniversary. It will be in a couple weeks.
Remember the time we went to the shooting range?
Yes, that was for my birthday, though.
Nah, that was anniversary.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh. See, so we went to the shooting range, and
dope.
I was so afraid. I was actually the one who suggested a range, right? Way before.
Did you? Oh, no, you did. You did. This was a while ago.
And then when I got there, I got scared. Oh, God, I cannot weigh myself sometimes.
But then when you was actually, like, holding the guns, you was like, I think you was a better shot than me.
I was like, who want it? Everybody can get this right now.
Yeah, she turned around. Everybody ducked.
No, they would have shot me. That would have been bad.
I'd have shot them.
How?
Oh, this is a Christian podcast. So we're just going to keep it light. You feel me?
We're just going to keep it light. All right, baby. Well, if you guys do have anything, let us know. Comment on all platforms if you can. YouTube, Instagram.
Yes, like, comment,
Facebook.
post, subscribe. Like,
Please.
comment, share, repost, subscribe, all that good stuff.
We'd love to hear your ideas.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. How was my day? Can you ask that?
Oh, how was your day, baby? My bad.
It was nice. It was a very cool day. I did have to attend a couple events, and yeah, it was slow after that. It was pretty cool, pretty chill. We got home, had some dinner, and now we're recording. So it was a pretty good day. It was a very good week. Yeah, it was a very good day. All right, so let's get into the topic of the week. The topic of the week is love language. So we are going to break down what is your love language. And what we're basing it off of is a book that we both read together called The 5 Love Languages.
Dope read. It's
Very dope read.
Book by Gary Chapman. I actually got referred to this book by my mom. When I was getting ready to propose, my mother was the first person I told. And she suggested that I read this book. She said, yo, both of y'all should read it. It was this book and then another book called I Married the Wrong Person. I ain't get a chance to read that yet. But I did read this one.
Wow.
Yeah, that title is crazy.
Why did Mom suggest that book?
Nah, that's real. Like you gotta make sure you know this person you about to spend forever with. Like you gotta make sure you know the crust of that person. You gotta be really sure. Like you really gotta it's like so.
Make sure, is this the right person?
Yeah, so but it was a dope read. It was definitely a dope read.
Don't worry, and I know you wasn't being shady, Mommy.
Nah. Mom don't bullshit. She's direct.
Very.
Incredibly direct. Just like you.
Oh goodness. But
it was a dope read. I really enjoyed it, and it answered a lot of questions. And it really made me realize that you have to speak the language of your partner, the love language of your partner.
Yeah.
For it to truly be a successful relationship, marriage. But like if you speak Italian, you dating somebody that speaks Spanish, you can't speak Italian to them. Gotta learn their Spanish. You gotta, and she gotta learn your Italian. You guys gotta learn each other's language for y'all to effectively communicate. Simple as that. You gotta learn your partner's love language. And once we defined what our love languages were,
we understood each other a lot more.
And we had to put that into play and practice that much more for the other person to just be, to, I guess, be more happy, so to speak.
Be a happier couple, more understanding towards one another. It answered a lot of problems or concerns. The amount of problems that any couple would go through, it did answer how to come up with a solution. So that was a very, very good book that was suggested to us, and we really did good. We really did it together. So that was a good start, basically reading it together, not just one after the other. We understood it at the same time. We had questions at the same time. We had topics of conversations together and understood why we were bringing up these types of topics at the same time because we were doing it together. So if you want to get to a good book or get into a good book, get into the 5 love languages. All right, babe. So let's break these love languages down.
Yeah, so we got first one, receiving gifts. Second, quality time. Third, words of affirmation. Fourth, acts of service. And 5, physical touch.
So those are the 5 love languages.
Yeah.
So first one, receiving gifts.
Yeah.
So a gift says, this is just a breakdown. This is from the site. A gift says, he was thinking about me. Look what he got for me. or vice versa. So basically, this love language is pretty much speaking to the person who loves to receive gifts. They like the thought behind the gift. They like just having them, maybe for sentimental value, or just they feel loved when they receive a gift. So this is pretty much the love language that speaks to that person, and they feel like this person loves them because they give them gifts.
This love language has always been kind of materialistic to me.
You think so?
I mean, I don't know. It's like, it makes it seem like if you give that person a gift, then everything's okay.
Well, that's how they feel loved. That's how they feel like, okay, this person loves me. If they receive that gift, that's what it is.
I feel like the gift is like all right, so if you do something, like, I don't know, let's say you actually did something wrong. The guy does something wrong. You know, you want to apologize. You apologize with the gift. I feel like the gift is like...
Okay, everything's wiped clean?
No. I mean, well, that's how some people will see it. But I feel like, to me, the gift is like, okay, I'm using this to open that door. Now we can speak. And I could really get down to, you know what I'm saying, give you my real apology.
And that makes the person materialistic.
No, what makes the person materialistic is if that person doesn't have to, like, go deep and all that. He just gives you the gift. And he's just back in your good graces.
Okay, now you're confusing me.
How are you confused?
So you feel like the gift giving is materialistic, but the person receiving it is not that materialistic. It's just kind of like, okay, this is how you open the door. Now let's dive deep.
I'm saying it like this.
Okay.
If you mad at me and I could give you a gift.
Yeah.
And you're all good. You don't need to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't need to, like, look you in your eye and passionately tell you I'm sorry. I just give you a gift like, yo, like, my bad, babe. Here you go. I know you like this. I know you wanted this. And I'm right back in your good graces.
Then I don't think materialistic.
I mean, yeah, like, because that's... Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's really, like, a healthy practice in a relationship. I feel like, truly, a gift should just be able to open, like, let's say if I'm, like, you know, when you mad at me,
yeah,
you shut down.
Yeah.
I can't just come. I think the gift could be used as a way to open that door, and then the door's open a crack. Now that it's open, I can walk through and give you my true, sincere, heartfelt apology, and then we can really break down, like, why I said what I said, and we can talk about everybody's feelings that was involved, and then we, you know, get to that good place.
I think I understand now. It's kind of like the gift can be used as a good opener.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, but
personally.
You're saying that some people might just see it as like, okay, well, this person loves me because they got me this.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And that just makes every millionaire a great husband.
Okay. Or a great wife, I guess.
Or a great wife, whatever.
Yeah. I think that if you look at it that way, yes. But I feel like the person may be in a relationship and this person really doesn't love. Like, they show their love by getting them a gift. So they feel like, okay, I know this person loves me because I just found something, you know, nicely wrapped and bow-tied. Or Christmas tied, I guess I should say.
Christmas tied.
I don't know what's the right term.
Why was that the better choice?
I don't know. Or, you know, sealed with a bow.
Just gift wrapped, whatever.
Anyway, they just find a gift and they're like, oh my gosh, this person who's just like a man or a woman of little words or doesn't really do much in action, but they gave me a gift and they just wanted to show me that they appreciated me and they loved me. I feel like those people don't see it as materialistic. They just find that their partner actually shows their love in that way, and that touches them in a different place and a different way than a materialistic person.
No, that's true. And it also depends on what the gift is. If the gift is like something real sentimental, something, you know, something that's real, like, close to that person's heart, I can see how it won't be viewed as that. So I mean, so that makes sense.
But I understand what you're saying, and I think that you're probably speaking from a male's perspective, because if the woman is so happy that she's getting gifts all the time, then the man will be led to think, okay, so you're just being materialistic and you don't really love me that much. You just love a gift that I would give you.
Or, I mean, the guy might just be like, or, I mean, it'll work in the guy's favor. He'll just be like, yo, I just got to get her something and then she's good.
But that's not a good trait, being materialistic. Ooh, I shouldn't say that, should I?
What you mean?
Because I don't want it to seem like the materialistic people are bad. It's just like, that shouldn't be the only great thing that comes from love.
No, of course.
Can attribute love to.
Of course, but it works for, like, if you're constantly, screwing up or whatever, buy gifts. The person you're with is materialistic, then both of y'all, it's like, oh, we're good here.
Yep.
And they're both of their heads are thinking, we good here. Like, he knows what he has to do to get back in her good graces.
Yeah.
And she knows that,
and keep doing wrong.
She knows that, she gonna receive a gift.
And it's all good.
And she's straight. But I don't know. That's what that love language felt like to me.
It's a little touchy, that love language, yeah.
But if you look at it from a different lens, like how you brought it up, like especially with like a gift being more sentimental and all that stuff, then you can, I can understand how that could be someone's love language.
Yep, that makes sense. But I see where your point is, too, babe.
It just doesn't relate to me. I could care less about receiving a gift.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's why we really don't give
gifts. You the same way? Yeah, we don't really do like gifts and stuff like that.
Nope.
I mean, I'll appreciate it, but like I don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So next, quality time.
Quality time. That's a big one.
By quality time, by which I mean giving your spouse your undivided attention, taking a walk together or sitting on the couch with the TV off, talking and listening. Man, we do this all the time. We don't take walks, but we definitely have talks on the couch.
Yeah, but quality time was never an issue for us. We was always just spending time together, though.
Is that how we display our love? Is that our love language?
It's not number one for either of us, but it's I say it's high up there because
it's high, yeah.
Well, honestly, I think it's more high for you as of lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I be out a lot, because I'm normally always doing something.
Mm-hmm. I'm not busy enough, that's why. But guess what? Don't worry.
You used to be, though.
Yeah, I used to be a busy bee.
You became a wife and you just calmed down.
Actually, I am busy, but that's with work and doing errands and being at events. But I'm not as busy as I used to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm just doing me time, solo time.
But that's cool. That's healthy, though.
Yeah. So, just QT is always important to me now. It's like I have been under a roof where there was always a lot going on, and I'm now valuing my peace and quiet, my quality time. It's just very important to me. So I really love it. Yeah, I really do love it now. And I'm like, where are you, husband?
Like, I'm on my way.
No, it's good.
I appreciate quality time too.
Yeah,
I actually do. I like concentrated time together.
Oh my gosh,
that's every couple needs that.
Yeah,
every couple needs that.
Yeah,
and it's very important. Y'all need that just time with y'all alone. Even just going away and anything y'all could do to just get away and just focus in on each other, lock in for like a good, few hours, whatever. It can make a world of difference.
Yeah,
trust me.
And we are so much like into each other and into each other's interests and talking to each other like the other couple weeks ago.
Well, she don't like battle rap, so I don't know about all that.
Jesus Christ.
You don't watch battle rap with me, babe. What's up? Smack Volume 5 is coming up December 14th. Are you going to order the pay-per-view?
Anyway, so a couple weeks ago, we were talking to each other for a couple hours until like 3 a.m. Like, it was that deep.
Yeah, that was wild.
Like, it was just, we just
Because I woke up tired as hell. I'm going to work. I'm wild tired. But, I only feel that way if I had a show the night before or something like that. I'm just we was just talking. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm like, what we doing?
Just talking.
But it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. So we do display that love language. But, again, is that how people display their love? Just spending quality time. I think that's very important to a lot of people, especially if you live busy lives. I know that even before this year, when I did have a busier life, you would really want some QT with me.
Yeah, back then. Yeah, I feel like I was more heavier on it. Mm-hmm. Back then, I was like, yo, man, you always doing a lot. And I always felt like you didn't answer your phone as much. I'm like, yo, we can at least chop it up on the phone. But
no, I was just that busy. It was like so much going on. And you would be like, hey, can I just have 5 minutes of your time?
I was always trying to pull up. I'm like, yo, let's come out of the
Can I
crib.
just
And,
come by? Yeah.
yeah, and stuff like that. He was like, oh, well, yeah, mate. Well, yeah, tomorrow, Tuesday?
Let me check my schedule.
Yeah, tried to pencil me in. I'm like, what this look like? What I look like?
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I guess it is a love language that we both definitely desire. And I love it. I don't know. I love it now. It's very healthy, especially now that we're living together with no distractions.
All facts.
So it's definitely beneficial, and I definitely love that part. So next, words of affirmation.
Oh, yeah, this is a goodie.
Using words to build up the other person, like, thanks for taking out the garbage. Not, it's about time you took the garbage out. The flies were going to carry it out for you.
That's what they write on the website?
That's what they wrote. So
we could come up with something better than that.
all right, so go ahead. Wordsmith.
No, I'm just leave it there. You said it already. But. Yeah, words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. That's a love language that who displays? Can you guys guess?
Drum roll.
The words of affirmation, love
What
language
band
that
were
is
you a part
displayed
of?
by.
What band is that? That wasn't in Drumline.
All right, let's try to do it now.
A little closer, but
All right.
it's not doing it for me. But anyway, words of affirmation, personally, that's my love language.
That is his love
and
language.
I realized that when I read this book. And I realized, when it comes to me, like, if you give me a compliment, I'm good. I'm on the moon. Like, as long as I know that you genuinely mean it. If I know you really mean it and you're being sincere, then I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Like, it could be something as, oh, that song was dope.
Yep.
Or my boss saying good job or something. Mm-hmm. Or my wife saying, yo, thanks for cooking or something like that. Just little stuff like that. Like just a bit of appreciation, that goes a long way for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, I always keep those things in mind.
Yep.
Like, so if you've given me a compliment, like whoever, most likely I remembered it.
Yep, that's true. That's
it
very
goes
true.
to the memory bank, and I'll revisit that sometimes for a bit of happiness.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely my love language.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's why you're great with words. And that's how I learned about you being that or having that love language. Because I would think back after reading this book that since the beginning, you've just always complimented. You've always just given your your sweet phrases to me and, encouraging me. And it was all of that all the time. And it was just like, okay, so he is this person. So this is what this means. It's kind of like this guy just wants to be loved with words. He wants to be encouraged. He finds happiness and joy when I, say that he's handsome. And, well, you really are handsome. But just saying it, affirming it is what matters to you.
Say it louder, though.
Say it louder? Baby, you are handsome.
Third time for people in the back.
You are handsome.
Nah, fourth time for the
all
people.
All right, now, come on. See, this is why his love language is words of affirmation. He, it makes him feel good, and that's how I display my love. And it's not just because I know that he needs it or he likes it. It's just like, I have to now show him that I love him because I recognize it. So if I see that he did clean something for me, thank you for doing that. And that you did the dishes. Thanks for doing the dishes, babe. Well, we know that we're going to have to do dishes, but the fact that I can say thank you, it means something. So I love that. I've gotten used to affirming your actions and just giving you some sweet words and saying sweet nothings to you, or even just, honey, you look nice today, which you always do. But I don't feel like I have to say it. I just feel like, it's genuine now that I know that it means something to you. Yeah, so, yeah, you are a words guy. I think a lot of men are, though. Because I think in the book, it did touch on, a lot of men being words of affirmation in the group of words of affirmation, love language. But, Yeah, read it. Dive deep into that part. Yeah, it's a good book.
Yeah, I'm definitely all about the words, but it just as long as I know it's genuine.
Yeah, you
as long
are
as
a
I
writer
know
too. You did take journalism, and I mean, not that it's only writing, but that was pretty much your focal point when you started out.
Yeah, I've always been about the words and everything. So, and like I honestly think I get a lot of that from my father in regards to like when it comes to like the cards and stuff.
Oh
like,
yeah,
cards and stuff I used to write for you and all that. I mean, I still do, but like my father was always deep with that. Like my mom, not so much. Like my father who write like, oh, happy birthday to my great sons. You've done this, you've done that. Yo, I really appreciate that.
He goes deep.
My mom would just put like, happy birthday, love you. You know what I'm saying? Her love is just the same, but how she conveys it is just different. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just how it is. But I think I got like all of my like words and. You know what I'm saying? For me to get like kind of more deep and, invoke a lot of emotion with what I'm writing like that, I think a significant amount of that came from my pops in that way. So
shouts out to Dad.
That's the man right there.
That's awesome.
All right, so the next love language, acts of service.
Acts of service. Doing something for your spouse that you know they would like. Cooking a meal, washing dishes, vacuuming floors. Are all acts of service.
I cannot take these textbook answers. It's so crazy.
That's what they described it as, though.
Well, anyway, yeah, so acts of service. So that's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
And you already know who love language that is. Yeah, y'all heard the laugh.
It's me. Acts of service. It's not just these things. So it's all of these, but not limited to. I'm a big stickler of show me what it is. It's kind of like, your actions speak louder than your words. And you are a wordsmith, and you give me all the great, beautiful words.
Oh,
and
here
write the letters. But before,
you gonna use my love language against me?
Not now. Before the book. You were that, and I just needed some more action, and now you've definitely grown. Growth, #growth. This is just going to be the theme of this whole entire podcast, growth. You used to just, be this words of affirmation person. It didn't really faze me. But once you did actions.
Ouch, y'all. Ouch.
Oh, no, baby, I don't.
I'm just playing. Look.
Are we gonna do this every time?
Nah, you good.
Like, I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying that wasn't my love language. What I'm trying to say is, once you did that action,
it's a different story.
It was a different story. I was like, oh, babe, really? Like, you did that? I'm so happy. Like, it really, really touched me. Once
I put that in play, it was a world of difference. It was a world of difference.
Yes, because you would always say, but. How about what I'm saying to you? How about what I said this? Like, yeah, you said it.
He was like, yeah, nigga, I heard it. I'm not deaf. But you gonna do it or what?
What? Yeah.
I'm just
it
like,
would take you forever to accomplish the goal. And I'm just like.
Procrastinating is like still one of my worst habits.
Whatever. Anywho, I am that type of person. Like. Put the money where your mouth is. Like, you gonna do it or what? Because I'm such an action-oriented person where I just do it. I say I'm gonna do it, and I will do it. So if I'm that way, I kind of need to be pleased in that way. And so you've come a long way, babe. I'm very proud of you. The words were beautiful.
So have you.
Yeah.
So have you.
Oh, yeah. I've come a very long way.
Facts.
All right. Next love language is physical touch.
All right. What they got for this one?
Physical touch. Holding hands, hugging, kissing, lovemaking are all expressions of love. That's what physical touch is.
Yeah. So that's I'm sure that's a heavy one for a lot of people too. Mm-hmm. Like, just that act of being like touched, you'll just instantly feel love from
warmth.
Yeah, like you'll feel just like a you just feel loved from the person you dating, but just the smallest touch.
I
think that might be That's probably might be next on mine.
Yeah.
If I were to pick a part two, it might be that. It might be that.
That is your second top love language.
Yeah. I think I'll definitely agree with that. That's like low on yours, ain't it?
No, it's not.
That's like the sixth man on the bench.
You know what? Whatever. That is not the lowest one. That's just not my second one. My second one would have to be quality time.
Quality time, definitely.
That's definitely
fact.
My second one. So yours is physical. Mine is quality time.
Now, even though we just ran through these, please still read the book.
Yes.
Because they dive into like a lot of details. And he has a story.
Yes,
he has every single language.
And it makes you think about your relationship. Like, my gosh, this actually happened. Or I could relate to that because this and that happened and etc. So, yeah, definitely read the book. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, my love.
No, you ain't cut me off.
Oh, okay. Out of these 5, each of you has a primary love language which speaks more deeply to you than all others. Discovering each other's language and speaking it regularly is the best way to keep love alive in the marriage. Amen.
All right,
Amen.
So basically, like, we had to break down. Actually, what we about to do right now is break down the times where because we got like small little stories for everything. That's how we normally do. And break down times where we actually spoke each other's love languages, and it stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I know one for me was, well, I guess I won't say was, but is like when you, like, if you compliment my music, or if you just give me any encouraging message, like I remember speaking to you about my frustrations with my job, frustrations with just doing music in general, about like my recording process, how I didn't like my voice at times and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you always just have encouraging things to say.
Yeah.
Like, first you ask your hard-hitting questions. Yo, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Or maybe you should do this and that so that won't happen.
Yeah.
And then after all that, you always end it with like a nice, like a sweet message and all that.
Like a don't worry, babe.
Yeah, I mean, but you get in there.
Yeah.
And I always appreciate those. Like those mean a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? And then like one thing big for me, I mean, just me being an artist, any compliment on your art is major. When you're complimented on what you do artistically, how you feel inside is just like amazing. So I remember we did a song called Never Been Satisfied. And she was like, yo, your verse is my favorite verse on the song. First time you ever said that. And I was like, oh.
After all the songs you done made.
After all these years.
Oh, gosh.
That's what you said.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I didn't even hop in that bag. I was just happy. I was just happy to hear it. I was like, okay.
Oh, boy.
I was like, well, thank you, girl.
You're welcome.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead.
So those are the times that you felt loved.
Yeah, I mean, like, but those are reoccurring. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with like the encouraging message, all that stuff. Like, you always have something positive to say, which is why like your friends always talk to you when they going through something, because you're always so encouraging, and
Aw, thanks, babe.
And, that's how you are. You know how you are. But you got it though.
So some moments that I actually think of, that I took some time to think of, but I thought of them. I thought about sometimes when you did some actions for me, where I remember you took my car to get a tune-up and an oil change, and that made me happy because I didn't ask you to do it. You just went ahead and did it yourself, and I'm like, okay, cool. And it came back so nice and refreshed, and, you just did it without me having to ask. And that's another part of the book where it talks about, asking and actually having them do it without you having to ask. It's just kind of like a greater feeling because, it's coming out of nowhere. Just like how people with the gift of love language, like it's coming out of nowhere, they're receiving it, and it just makes them happy. Another one was, it's attributing it to a car again, when you used to clean my car so much, when you would use it and it would come back like, oh, hey, babe, I cleaned your car. I would just feel so it got me. It got me. And you did something that was an action, and it wasn't like, oh, babe, you need to get your car cleaned. You went and did it for me, and
I was you wasn't about to do that. My bad.
I feel like you're just going to keep throwing shots
my bad,
throughout
babe.
the whole episode, and I'm just like, I'm not getting it. Are we together or not?
We're definitely together.
Okay.
We're definitely together.
I just want to know. Let's be clear.
My
Use
bad.
your words.
I am using my words.
Okay. Anywho, I would do it. It would just take me a little longer to get it done. So he would go ahead and do it for me. And I would appreciate that. There's some other instances where it's just like, I know it's small, but when you would think for me sometimes, like, I know a lot of times this actually helped with a behavior that you did have, which was like a selfish behavior where you didn't think for us. You thought for yourself.
I was the type of dude that would go to the store and then come back with all my stuff and be like, oh, y'all wanted something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely did that for a number of years. And I had to hop out. I had to hop out of that mind state very quickly.
Yep.
If I'm about to be in a marriage.
Yep.
Everything is for two.
Yes.
You gotta think for two all the time.
Please.
Like, so.
Please.
I made sure to hop out of that quickly to the point where I think about her first, and then I'm thinking, all right. Now I'm also hungry too. Let me see if I can get something.
Well, no, you can think about yourself.
No, I do. I'm saying like let me get you out the way, because that's the big task. You know what I'm saying, let me do that, knock that out first, and then I'll do this. Then I'll do the small stuff.
Okay, fine. You basically had a selfish nature about you, and it just frustrated me so much. Where I'm like, maybe if I show him that I think of him, he would actually return the favor. That failed very fast. So I would actually I would come to you like, oh, babe, I got you this. Oh, thanks, babe. Oh, babe, I did this for you. Oh, thanks, babe. I would consistently do that, and you wouldn't really read between the lines. You'd still be like,
yeah, I was like,
oh,
ain't that sweet?
Yeah. And then next time when you're doing something or you're getting a meal or you're getting, I don't know, something, and I'm like, oh, where's mine? Oh, you didn't tell me you wanted it. Like, it just frustrates me so
but here's the thing. Sometimes,
I'm so pissed.
Sometimes, well, I guess this could be solved with a phone call. So I don't really have.
You have
I
no
don't have
excuse.
a real leg to stand on, but
no.
And this what I'm about to bring up.
Okay.
But sometimes I didn't do that because I knew how picky you were. So I was like, I feel iffy just getting you stuff.
Are you serious?
She needs to know, like, she needs to give me the particulars of whatever it is that I'm getting.
Are
you know what I'm saying?
serious?
No, for real.
You purposely didn't do that?
I could call and get all that, but that's gonna be a lot. Sometimes.
Oh.
No, for real. I'm off that now.
Are you for real?
Not for real.
You would not think of me, or you would think of me, but you would purposely not think of me in a way.
No, like, all right, so I walk in about to get something, and then it will pop into my head like, oh, she probably needs something too. Or let's say I'm getting something specifically. I'm like, all right, she needs this thing too. But she can't get the one I'm getting because she likes her version.
Okay. What are you saying right now?
I'm going to say a sandwich.
Okay.
Me, bread, tuna.
Okay, no. I'm not even going to let you get away with that one. Nope, no.
You want 1/8 of mayo on this side.
I have to stop you right there, sweetie.
A quarter of Chipotle mayonnaise.
You know what? I have to stop you right
5
there.
spinach leaves.
It could be something as simple as a stick of deodorant. Okay?
I bought some deodorant.
Okay.
I bought it for both of us.
He bought man's deodorant or men's scent or something like that for deodorant. He bought it for himself. Let's be honest about that. And then when I asked you, I bought that for us. No, you did not buy it for us.
I did.
You bought it for yourself. And let me tell you why I know that. Because you came home and you started using it, and I'm like, oh, where's mine? Because I'm thinking, you bought us some.
I said we could share.
Exactly, we could share.
Yeah.
You bought it for yourself. You didn't buy it for us. You bought it for yourself, and then proceeded to say, oh, but I like this scent. You like the scent. That's not for me. That's for you. So let's be honest. You bought it for yourself.
But like, see the thing. Like, I didn't think about like deodorant and scent, and I just figured it just keep you from stinking. I did say man scent, but it ain't like
This
it was.
is the lawyer.
It wasn't like the scent.
He is a very big lawyer.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that was my
us.
mindset at the time. It didn't say like, oh, this is gonna make you smell like tree bark or something like that, like outdoors and all that. Smell like Paul Bunyan or something stupid.
Anyway, to get to the point where I'm trying to say, it did help a lot in his selfish nature.
Yes, I've relinquished.
A lot of that behavior has gone away. I mean, there's still some that pokes up here and there, but I'm very grateful for the growth that he has pretty much grown, and I'm very appreciative of that.
Didn't you use that deodorant? You're not saying you did use the deodorant.
He's a lawyer. Go ahead.
But you used it.
State your point.
But did you use it?
I don't think I even did though.
Yeah, for real.
I don't think.
But that day.
All right, lawyer. Anyway, so no, let's not get into the sandwich and the condiments in the sandwich and how much lettuce and stuff, because that's not even what I'm talking about.
That's what I was. That's what I was talking.
Exactly, because you're a lawyer. Anyway,
what the guy do with me being a lawyer?
All I'm saying is, if he were to go out and get me or get himself something, he did not consider me. Now I'm realizing, or I'm learning, that you would do that purposefully and still get the verbal lashing.
Not with food. Like, I'm not gonna bring home food for myself. That's just wrong.
You have though.
When I bring home just food for me.
Yeah, you have.
When?
Not now. Before we got married, you have. You got yourself something.
Well, and bring it and eat it like right in front of you.
I think so. Yeah.
No. I ain't do that. This is what I used to do.
Okay.
I'll get food and I'll eat it, and then I'll go see you. And you'll be like, "Hey yo," you'll be like, "Did you eat?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I ate like an hour ago." It's like, "I give me some." I'm like, "Oh damn." But it was before you were a part of my day. Like, you wasn't a part of my day yet. You feel me? By the time I get to you, I'll get you some. But here's the thing. So let's say it's early in the day, right?
No, it's not early in the day,
Before we married, yo.
It's not early in the day, babe.
Before we married.
It's literally 15 minutes ago that you just gulped down all your food.
Before we married, though, right?
No, you know what?
You eat lunch, and then I come over when it's dinner time. I'm not going to be like, yo, babe.
Oh, my gosh. Stop telling these people all these lies.
It's not a lie. That's what used to happen.
You used to eat it 10 minutes before you get to my house.
I don't know about 10 minutes. That's a little wild.
Oh, my Lord. Can you stop? Can you just stop?
I'm being for real.
Can you just be honest?
Why you think I'm lying? I'm not lying to these people. Speaking my truth.
That's even worse what you just described. That's even worse.
How is it worse? Now, it's worse to eat I was talking about eating, like coming to your crib with like a sandwich and a drink just for me and eating it in front of you. That's just all types of wrong.
That's happened before.
That has never happened.
Okay,
I've never done that.
If it makes you feel better that you ate it literally 5 minutes ago,
I may have done that with one of the guys.
A sandwich, that's okay. Either way, you still didn't get me anything.
Okay, all right. All right, bet. I was wrong for those.
Selfish.
I was wrong.
Very selfish.
I left that in my deep, dark past.
Yes. You're a much better person now.
It's over.
I'm very happy about this person.
Now, can we find something that you did so I don't look like a devil here?
I don't know, but I do feel like...
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, I do feel like we should, talk about when we felt like each other's love language was displayed. For example, I know that you feel loved by words of affirmation, but you consistently give me words of affirmation daily. So
yeah, you kind of used to that.
I'm very used to it, but I actually really appreciate it. Every day you give me a compliment or encouragement, and it's a daily routine for you. So I can't think of anything concrete, but I do know that something that you do on a daily basis, and especially I appreciate it when you write your love notes in our cards for like holidays, our anniversary or my birthday. It's like I wait to get your card because it's just so filled with love and so much loving words and phrases that make me feel so good. So yeah, that's one thing I can think of. But yeah, you definitely display your love really much with the words, and I love it.
I'm glad you do. You deserve it.
Thank you.
But if I could think of one time in particular in which you displayed your act of service, love language to me that I really appreciated is when I had my car accident. Just like 6 years ago, I was driving the South Ward of Newark. It was like around, like, I don't know, one of the back streets off, like, Chancellor Avenue. And I ran a stop sign. Didn't see the stop sign. But around that area, there's so many four-way intersections. Some have stop signs, some don't. So, you'll catch yourself slowing down at one and, stop sign. And then you find yourself, like, running through one that does. I mean, that's how I saw it at that time. But you really should slow down at all of them. That's how that needs to go. You know what I'm saying? Just to be safe.
Okay.
That's what you should do.
Okay.
But I caught myself casually driving through one, but I wasn't speeding. I was probably driving like 25 miles per hour, which is still fast through a stop sign.
Okay.
Hit a car, hit a house, boom, crazy. It happened in like 2 seconds. Airbag deployed, knees banged up on the dashboard, car started smoking. I ran up out of there, and all that happened. I remember I counted on the phone with you, and I was like, "Hey, look, I know we're supposed to meet up today, but I just got into a car accident."
Yeah.
The minute I said accident, I just heard, and I just saw your car like pull up. And I was kind of in shock with the whole thing. I was on the phone. My mother told her what happened and everything like that. I was just like, I was distraught about it because I was like, damn, yo, we just got this car fixed. My brother dropped the grip on the car. Like, we got it right and all that stuff. And then I just got this accident. So I was just pissed about the whole thing. And I remember that day, like, you showed up, put out your phone, started taking pictures of all the damages and all that stuff. You was praying like, oh, thank God he's all right, make sure I was good and everything. Took me to the hospital, had to get my knee wrapped and everything. Then took me out to Applebee's after that, got me some food and all that stuff.
Made you feel better.
Yo, that day, on some real, that day I was like, yo, everything you did right now was what a wife would do.
Aww.
That's how I felt at the time. I was like, everything you did right now is what a wife would do. And ever since that time, I knew like, all right, yo, I gotta make this happen.
This
I was
is
like,
your wife.
Yeah, because I was like, who else cares for me this much besides my mother? Like
me.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, everything you did is what my mother would have done for me.
Aww.
And I was like, yo, that was real. That was true. That was genuine. That was like truly from the heart. So, that's something that always replays my head. If I'm mad at you for whatever, I go back to that so I can get myself in a good place and realize, yo, I'm really with the best person for me.
You go back to that moment.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple moments, but that's probably one of the biggest ones. I was mad. I was distraught. I mean, that whole thing was annoying. I had to go to court. Like, they had points on my license for that. I mean, it's off now. But, like, then I remember I had to go to court on my birthday. Like, that was annoying. Like,
yep.
And all that. But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, stuff happens. But
I'm so glad that spoke to you. That love language is like,
yeah. Like acts of, like, normally, like, your acts of service, I saw it a lot throughout our relationship. And I appreciated it. But that time was different. So that's when I really loved the language that you spoke as opposed to you speaking mine.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was dope.
Well, I'm glad I could be there for you, husband. You the bomb.
Yeah, you still say the bomb, yo. I realize that. That's actually pretty dope.
I'm old school.
Bring that 90s back. 90s. I like that.
90s, man.
Can
Right.
I play some Wu-Tang since we talking
Anyway,
90s?
so
You can't just do that to Wu-Tang, though. You can't just dismiss Wu-Tang.
So what we're going to do is pretty much do a quiz. While we're at it, we're actually doing this on the 5lovelanguages.com website. And we were just, looking up some items, some things that we can just find out. I mean, like, pretty much do some more homework after reading the book. And we noticed that there was a love language quiz. So we're going to take the quiz for couples. Anybody can do it. Go ahead and go on the site. Take the quiz. If you are doing it by yourself, you'll learn your love language. You can do it with your spouse or your mate. Feel free to find out what your love language is. What speaks to you the most? What love language do you speak? And what do you love language does your mate speak? So pretty much we're going to do this right now. We have never done it before. We actually had to kind of like do a sign up, but it was like super, super simple. They'll just ask for your name and email, and that's pretty much it. So, you ready, babe?
Why we gotta do this quiz even though we know our love language?
Just do it, please.
All right.
So difficult. Anywho, the first one. It's more meaningful to me when I receive a loving note, text, email for no special reason from my loved one. or my partner and I hug? What's more meaningful to us? What'd you pick?
Oh, the first one.
When you receive a love note? My partner and I hug. I'll pick that one. It's more meaningful to me when I can spend alone time with my partner, just the two of us, or my partner does something practical to help me out. Yeesh.
I'm going to go with the second.
Or partner does something practical to help me out. I'm going to do the alone time. It's more meaningful to me when my partner gives me a little gift as a token of our love for each other, or I get to spend uninterrupted leisure time with my partner. Okay, leisure time.
The first.
The first, when you get a gift?
Yeah, like a little token of appreciation. Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, okay. It's more meaningful to me when my partner unexpectedly does something for me, like filling my car or doing the laundry. Or when my partner and I touch. Well, we know what that is. For you.
Yeah.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner puts his arm or her arm around me when we're in public, or my partner surprises me with a gift.
Definitely the gift. I don't really care about the arm around there.
Really?
Nah, I mean, that's not... Nah.
No? Okay. I'm going to pick the arm. It's more meaningful to me when I'm around my partner, even if we're not really doing anything, or I hold hands with my partner.
I pick hold hands. I'm a softie.
When I'm around my partner. It's more meaningful to me when my partner gives me a gift, or I hear I love you from my partner.
Definitely I love you.
I love you too, babe. I picked that too. It's more meaningful to me when I sit close to my partner, or I am complimented by my loved one for no apparent reason.
Definitely the compliment.
I sit close to my partner. It's more meaningful to me when I get a chance to just hang out with my partner, or I unexpectedly get small gifts from my partner. Just hang out.
This is like a big thing between like gifts and quality time.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe there's more afterwards. What'd you pick?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Small gifts are just hanging.
So I think you like gifts, Mr.
Here's
Materialistic.
Nah, because like even though gifts is not big, but I think like since we hang out like all the time.
But
like,
what is more meaningful to you?
It might be an unexpected small gift.
Okay, so press it.
But it's not the gift part; it's the unexpected part.
Okay.
Anything unexpectedly, it could even been like a text or anything like just out the blue. I rock with.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit that.
Okay. It's more meaningful to me when I hear my partner tell me I'm proud of you.
Boom.
Or my partner helps me with a task.
That's
I like
heavy.
the proud of you too.
That's heavy.
It's more meaningful to me when I get to do things with my partner, or I hear supportive words from my partner.
Supportive words for your boy.
Supportive words. It's more meaningful to me when my partner does things for me instead of just talking about doing nice things.
You might as well hit that right now.
I feel connected to my partner through a hug. I'll do instead of talking about it. What did you pick? I feel connected?
I picked the hug.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when I hear praise from my partner, or my partner gives me something that shows he or she was really thinking about
That's
me.
number 1 for me, number 2 for you.
Oh, you know that. It's more meaningful
How many
to
questions
me
are these?
when I am able to just be around my partner, or I get a back rub or massage from my partner.
Number 2.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner reacts positively to something I've accomplished, or my partner does something for me that I know they don't particularly enjoy.
I'm going to pick number 1. Definitely.
Number 1. You have to react positively, because then it's going to annoy me if you're not enjoying it. Yeah.
That's a fact.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner and I kiss frequently, or I sense my partner is showing interest in the things I care about.
Oh, there
Number
we
2.
go. Right there.
Number 2.
Right there.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner works on special projects with me that I have to complete, or my partner gives me an exciting gift. Number 1.
Number 1, definitely.
It's more meaningful to me when I'm complimented by my partner on appearance. When my partner takes the time to listen to me and really understand my feelings. Number 2.
Yeah, number 2, definitely.
Woo. It's more meaningful to me when my partner doesn't check his or her phone while we're talking, Or my partner goes out of their way to do something that relieves pressure on me.
Definitely number two.
Number two. It's more meaningful to me when I can look forward to a holiday because of a gift I anticipate receiving, or I hear the words, I appreciate you from my partner.
Definitely
Number two. It's more meaningful to me when my partner brings me a little gift after he or she has been traveling without me. Yeah. Or my partner takes care of something I'm responsible to do, but I feel too stressed to do at the time. Number two.
You already.
It's actually happened to me when you did something for me to relieve stress from my plate. I was very, very appreciative of that.
What was that?
Something about the wedding.
Oh, okay.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner doesn't interrupt me while I'm talking.
We do that to each other a lot.
Yeah. What you just did just now.
See, it's happening in real time. Man.
Or gift giving is an important part of our relationship. Number one. It's not that big of a deal to give.
That's a fact.
It's more meaningful to me when my partner helps me out, when he or she knows I'm already tired, or I get to go somewhere while spending time with my partner. Number two. Number one.
Man, number one, definitely.
It's more meaningful
to me. There are hella
me.
Questions. These are not questions. These are statements. What am I talking about?
It's more meaningful to me when my partner surprises me with a small token of their appreciation, or my partner and I touch a lot during a normal course of the day. Touch a lot. All right, let's see what our results are. Finish.
Yeah, they got me with words of affirmation.
What?
They got you with words of affirmation too?
I got words of affirmation.
Oh, you gotta switch it up. But acts of service is like right under.
It's right under it.
Yo, acts of service is right under mine too.
Huh.
So I got 11 for words of affirmation, 6 for acts of service, 6 for physical touch, 4 for receiving gifts, and 3 for quality time.
I don't think it's words.
So basically, I don't care about quality time.
I think the questions pretty much. Wait, what about my quality time? Let me see. What?
Quality time's at the bottom for me, like the bottom.
You don't care about quality.
I like our quality time, but like, I don't know, some of this other stuff is hitting harder.
I'm a little shocked about my results. Okay, well, I think this was a very good quiz. I think that you and your mate should do it together. How did you feel about that, babe?
Yeah, they got it right for me.
They got it right?
Yeah.
You just didn't like all the questions that you were being asked?
I just didn't know it was that much. I'm like, all it takes is like a couple.
I think I encourage you guys to take the quiz with your mate, or even take the quiz for yourself. I'm actually shocked about my results. I think that the algorithm was really putting a lot of words with affirmation with other stuff that I didn't care about.
No, yeah, they were.
So that's why it was words of affirmation
that's
for
definitely
me.
what was happening.
But if you read the book and you read the breakdown of what speaks to you the most, you could actually select the actual love language that really best suits you and, fall into that category after you've read the book and make sure that you do more homework. So I really do think of acts of service. I just feel like the algorithm probably didn't work in my favor because it kept putting it against gifts and I didn't really care. So I just kept choosing the words. So I think that makes the most sense. But yours is pretty much words, and yeah, it worked out for you because that's pretty much your niche, and it probably just worked out that way. But we do suggest you take this quiz. It's really, really good. It's interesting to learn more about what your love language is and what speaks to you. It's very helpful, especially if you're going to get married. You're going to be in each other's faces all the time. So you better learn how to speak to your mate with love.
And basically, like, the only tip that we really have for this week is basically just stop conveying the type of love, or what I would say is, like, don't only convey the type of love that you would want to receive. You have to learn how to fulfill your mate's love language. You know what I'm saying? Like, yep. I could provide my love language to her. Like, I can give her, she appreciates, my words and all that. But what she greatly appreciates is her love language, the acts of service and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't just convey what you're so used to conveying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take that time to learn their language and then practice it and then act on it. And everything will change. Trust me.
So that's pretty much the only tip that we can come up with, because we've been writing in our relationship for a few years, displaying the... No. just for a few years, displaying the love language that we were
expecting
right. from each other, and just trying to hit the nail on the head for the other person, whereas, okay, but this person really doesn't care about that. So now we have to modify the way that we love. And so after that, it's just been beautiful. It's just been beautiful. Learn each other's language. Be an active partner in your relationship. It's a contribution. It is going to work if both of you contribute to make it work. So yeah, definitely get into that. It was very important for us, for sure. And I'm sure it'll be very important for anybody else who is trying to have a flourishing relationship. Wait, did I say that right? A blossoming relationship that will flourish. And, it'll be beautiful. Just as much as ours is beautiful.
Yeah, just learn your language. Find out what yours is. Then find out what your partner is.
And
then just try to master and then master each other's. Basically.
Master each other's.
Yeah.
And if yours is gift, don't pay any mind to Sebastien. You're not materialistic. Say now you probably are, but I don't know. You gonna have to have.
I want to slam everybody for that. Like if that's your love language, then that's just your love language.
That's just your love language.
It is what it is.
That's what you appreciate.
You know what I'm saying?
I
just can't necessarily. I mean, I can't say I can't necessarily relate to that because I do like
love language
receiving
was
little gifts sometimes. If yours was,
yeah.
I don't know. I just got a stack hella bread.
Wow.
That's I need a gift fund.
I need a gift, and then we'll be all right.
I'm sorry fund, apology fund, or something like that. That's gonna be one of my bills for the month.
Oh man, dang! I'm that expensive, huh?
If receiving gifts was your love language, I'll be on the phone with the loans people like, yeah, I just missed another payment. Like, but y'all feel me though, right?
Well, thank God it's not. But thank you for thinking about that. I'm really appreciative of you, sweetheart. I really am. So the verse of the week is going to be coming from 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 14.
What they talking about in there?
Reading from the King James Version, it says, "Let all your things be done with charity." And let me just do it from the New Living Translation. And do everything with love. That pretty much seals the deal. Even though there's specific groups or specific ways to display your love in the 5 love languages.
You showing love with all 5, baby.
You're still showing love with all of them. So make sure that you do that with love and not just to please the person, but be genuine about it. And just know that it makes you happy that you're loving them the way that they want to be loved. All right, so let's get into the benediction. Do you have anything before we get into the benediction?
Nope.
You good?
I'm straight.
Did we touch on everything that we wanted to touch on?
That was it.
That was it? All righty then. All right, so let's get into it. You ready?
Yep.
Dear God, bless Sebastien and Claushelle. Bless the listeners. May they be at peace, find joy, and always seek you first. Thank you for this opportunity once again to glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, you guys, have a great week.
Yep, until next week, y'all. Peace.